Welcome everyone again to the NRC Helpful Moment. This is our seventh video. Appreciate the responses. I'm Richard Weil, the CEO and owner of National Restaurant Consultants, again joined by Brian Devine, President of Top Line Management and CafeFuel. We appreciate you all taking the time to join us again today. We've got a few topics which we hope are helpful, as this has certainly been a real interesting piece for both Brian and myself, coming up with what we hope is positive things for everybody. The good news thing that Brian talked about yesterday, hopefully you all will continue to do that. A few topics for today, as we mentioned yesterday, was commercial tenant relief. Now is the time to start talking either to your realtor of record or going directly to your landlord and begin conversations about 3 or 4 ways that you can get rent relief. Now understand, the landlords, of course, still have to make their obligations as well. But I think it starts with you as the tenant versus the landlord. Number one is a concept called blend and extend. And that is, if you're within 2 years of the expiration of your lease and you have an intention in your mind still to renew, now would be a good time to renew your lease with new terms. Number two, a rent abatement. Now, rent abatement could be done in 2 or 3 forms. One where you're actually getting abatement of rent that isn't repaid. It could be free rent, 50% rent, or it could be to extend your lease. Do not pay your rent for maybe a couple months, that gets extended on the end of your lease. That would be at the end of the term of the lease. Your landlord may be very willing to have that conversation. Percentage rent of what you're selling right now, most likely landlords aren't so interested in having that conversation, but that becomes another option as well. So take a look at those pieces. We also posted that as a part of some of our written updates to people yesterday on terms of commercial tenant relief. So Brian, if you would please talk a little bit more about a couple more topics. So please, Brian Devine from Top Line Management.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Richard. And thank you again, everyone, for joining us. I want to make sure that we talk about just a couple of quick things. Now, depending on where you are, things would be a little bit different. Now, where I am in Broomfield, Colorado, we just went into a significant lockdown starting tomorrow morning. And we're talking like shelter in place and a little bit more than what has been talked about from the mayor. So, from the governor. So this is even more significant. And it's time now to pivot more than ever. And when I say pivot, I mean really start thinking about what is it that all of us can and should be doing to keep our businesses going, to keep revenue coming in, and do it in a way that you might not have thought of before. And that brings me to this really interesting thing I got from Lazy Dog. And Richard, I'm going to try to get the screen share here because I want people to see this. This was really interesting that just came in today. And what you're seeing here is that they have pivoted. Rather than just try to get people to order food for takeout or curbside, they have now added this pantry where it is uncooked food, where it includes milk. You see uncooked eggs. It's got toilet paper. So what they have access to that other people in the community needs, they are now bundling together and saying, hey, we can get this for you now. We can get this to you. And then they're making it very easy to do, which leads me back to online ordering. If you don't have online ordering yet, you need to have it now. And there's nothing holding you back. It is 100% free, meaning it will not charge you a percentage of what you sell. It will not cost you anything to set up and use. And this is not like just a one-time thing. This is forever. So once you're set up with this, it will continue to benefit your business. So please take us up on this free offer. It will work brilliantly. And if you pivot like Lazy Dog has, then you can really take advantage of what is going on right now and keep your business going. I think that covers everything, Richard. And I know there's more that you want to cover as well.
But please remember, when you're doing the packaging or the pantry, it has to go into food grade to-go containers. Food grade to-go containers that you should be able to obtain from your distributor or equipment suppliers like Bar Green, Cisco US Foods, PFG, Shamrock Foods, etc. So make sure you're using food grade materials. Lastly, your voice is important. We're going to be placing a link on our Facebook page with National Restaurant Consultants and our website to have your voice heard to the National Restaurant Association, and your various respective state associations are putting out a survey. They want to hear from you. And then at the bottom of these surveys is an area for you to say how you feel and what's going on. Don't miss out on this. Please take the time to take your inputs on these surveys. So that's really it for today. That's our helpful moment. We hope that it's finding you well and healthy and your staff. Ryan, anything else?
That's it. Thanks so much, everybody.
Bye for now. Thank you.